possibilities beyond diversity. Experience the power of digital competence. Welcome to Digital Jobs PH Training.
Hi, welcome to Digital Jobs PH Training. My name is Arian, and this is English. This is English for Second Language, Module 2, which is Online Professionalism. So let us talk about the ultimate guide to online English teacher for beginners. Okay, so first, what is online professionalism? So, online professionalism includes professional competence. Kapag sinabi natin competence, alam natin yung ginagawa natin, and then we have the skills, the soft skills, and the hard skills necessary for the job. Then we have to look professional. Whether that would be physical or online, we have to look professional. We have to be at least presentable. So, magmukha naman nagsuklay at may kaunting kolorete sa mukha kahit hindi halata sa camera. And then, pambahay ko lang to, guys. At least with color. Okay. And then setting an appropriate office. I blurred my background, but it's kind of plain. I don't have anything there. But it's more appropriate if we will be teaching online as second language to not to have our background not blurred, but with appropriate conducive or a motivating background. Do not answer incoming calls. Throw your phones first. So avoid being distracted when you're conducting teaching or when you're teaching online, especially when you're teaching kids. Okay? Because the moment that you lose attention, they would lose theirs too, and it won't be difficult to grab their attention again. So set clear boundaries and expectations. So as we have discussed before, setting the goals and giving rewards for each goal would set your students, would motivate your students. Okay, so you have to set clear boundaries and expectations, and then cultivate cultural sensitivity. Refrain to ask questions not relative and relevant to the class. Okay, be sensitive. Don't do the client's work for them. Okay, allow them to grow. That's why you're teaching, because you want them to learn. So no eating and drinking while in class. Yes. Again, do not be, if you want your students not to be distracted, you must not be distracted too. No yawning. Be on time. What are soft skills? Why does it matter? Soft skills are a combination of people skills, social skills, communication skills, character or personality traits, attitudes, mindsets, career attributes, social intelligence, and emotional intelligence. So what are hard skills versus soft skills? So hard skills are the teachable abilities or skill sets that are easy to quantify. These are your employability, skills or the technical skills, proficiency in a foreign language, a degree or certificate, typing speed, machine operation, computer programming, while the soft skills are known as people skills or interpersonal skills. So it includes communication, well, whether that be oral or written, and flexibility, leadership, teamwork, and time management. So communicate what are communication skills? So one must be able to speak clearly and politely with people in person, by phone and in writing. So types of communication skills are written communication, verbal communication, nonverbal communication, reconciliation and conflict management. Communication mediums. Communication skills for resumes. It has you have to pick the right medium, whether that be written communication, verbal communication, and verbal communication. So verbal communications for supervisors, conveying messages concisely, encouraging reluctant group members to share input, explaining a difficult situation without getting angry, explaining that you need assistance, paraphrasing to show understanding, posing probing questions to elicit more detail about specific issues, receiving criticism without defensiveness, refraining from speaking too often or interrupting others, requesting feedback, and then stating your needs, wants, or feelings without criticizing or blaming. So verbal communication with clients. We could So this is done when anticipating the concerns of others, asking for clarification, asking open-ended questions to stimulate dialogue, calming an agitated customer by recognizing and responding to their complaints, emphasizing benefits of a product, service, or proposal to persuade an individual or group, noticing nonverbal cues and responding verbally to verify confusion, diffuse anger, and etc. So these are the verbal communications for presenters. It is used when enunciating each word, you speak clearly, introducing the focus of a topic at the beginning of a presentation or interaction, planning communications prior to delivery, projecting your voice to fill the room, providing concrete examples to illustrate points, restating important points towards the end of a talk, selecting language appropriate to the audience, speaking at a moderate pace, not too fast or too slowly, speaking confidently but with modesty, summarizing key points made by other speakers, supporting statements with facts and evidence, tailoring messages to different audiences, telling stories to capture an audience, using humor to engage an audience. So these are the nonverbal communication skills. So nonverbal communication skills, examples, avoid slouching, sit with your back straight up against the chair, or lean slightly forward to convey engagement. Not so close. Not so back. Display some animation with your hands and facial expressions to project a dynamic presence, but avoid talking with your hands excessively, which can appear unprofessional and unpolished. In a group review, shift eye contact to the various speakers, nod to demonstrate understanding, read the nonverbal signals of others, provide clarification if they look confused, and wrap up if they have heard enough. Avoid looking at the clock, your phone, or displaying any other signs of disinterest. Smile to indicate that you are amused or pleased with the conversation. Wait until the person is done talking to respond. Next, these are the types of listening skills. So, be attentive in listening involves attentive listening involves holding eye contact, maintaining good posture, nodding, mirroring speaker's body language to show interest, allowing speaker to complete entire thoughts. Reflection listening involves repeating and paraphrasing what the speaker has said to show that you truly understand what they are telling to you. What makes a good listener? One way to demonstrate active listening is to allow the interviewer to complete each question and statement before responding. Do not interrupt and be sure that your response genuinely answers the question. So what makes a bad listener? Interrupting. It indicates that you're listening or underdeveloped. Likewise, responding in a way that fails to answer the question will reflect poorly on your listening skills, especially in a job interview. So here are the examples of effective listening. A job candidate shares her understanding of an unclear question during an interview and asks if she has it right. Do I get it right? A counselor nods and says, I hear you. To encourage a client to continue to talk about their traumatic experience. A manager summarizes what her team has said during a staff meeting and asks them if she has heard things correctly. So a nurse informs the patient that she is aware of how scared they are about their upcoming surgery and says she is there for her. A customer service worker repeats a patient problem or complaint back to her to reassure her that she has been heard. Is your laptop broken? Did I get it right? Are you gonna pay with debit or credit? Something I just remember. Our problem solving skills. So problem solving skills help you solve issues quickly and effectively. You need to be able to understand problems, think critically, and devise solutions. So how would it work? You have to analyze contributing factors, generate interventions, evaluate solutions, implement a plan, and assess the solution's effectiveness. So these are the 5 primary steps in problem solving. Number 1, you have to analyze the causes to the unwanted situation. Bakit ba anong nangyari? And then generate a set of alternative interventions to achieve your end goal. Sige, ganito gawin natin na. Tignan natin kung e-effect. And evaluate the best solutions. Pag tinaray kaya natin okay ba? Sige, gawin natin. And then, implement a plan. And assess effectiveness. So, analyze contributing factors. But to solve a problem, you must find out what caused it. This requires you to gather and evaluate data, isolate possible contributing circumstances, and pinpoint what needs to be addressed for a resolution. To do this, you will use skills like data gathering, data analysis, fact-finding, historical analysis. Next, you have to generate interventions. So, brainstorm possible solutions. You have to devise a set of alternatives that help. Devising a set of alternatives helps you cover your bases and reduces your risk of exposure. Should the first strategy you implement fails. Plan B. This includes skills like brainstorming, creative thinking, prediction, forecasting, project design, and project planning. So you have to evaluate solutions, whoever makes the decision must evaluate potential costs, required resources, and possible barriers to successful solution implementation. This requires several skills including analysis, discussion, corroboration, teamwork, test development, mediation, and prioritizing. And then you have to implement the plan. Once a course of action has been decided, it must be implemented along with benchmarks that can quickly and accurately determine whether it's working or not. This requires skills like project management, project implementation, collaboration, time management, and benchmark development. So you have to assess the solution's effectiveness. Once a solution is implemented, the best problem solvers have systems in place to evaluate if and how quickly it's working. So this requires communication, data analysis, surveys, customer feedback, follow-through, or troubleshooting. Teamwork skills. The It's always part of the interview questions, whether you're a team player or not. So what is it like to be in a team, and why is it necessary to have a teamwork skill? So you have to be able to work well with others and convey your teamwork skills to hiring managers, recruiters, and prospective employers. So types of teamwork skills includes communication, responsibility, honesty, active listening, empathy, collaboration, and awareness. Teamwork skills. Okay, with that, I hope you have learned something today for the ultimate guide to online English teacher for beginners with online professionalism. Always remember that there's always a sunshine after the rain. There is no problem that cannot be resolved. Okay? With that, thank you for listening.
Hope this helps. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video.